Hey guys, and welcome to my Festergut guide. My video guides are not going to be super long videos as I'm making these videos the way I would like to watch a video guide, which is a 3 to 5 minute video depending on the boss, explaining the mechanics and giving me a good strategy to use for the boss. So if that is what you are looking for, you have come to the right place. All strategies in my video guides will be the strategies my guild and I used during the world first progression race in Classic. Festergut is a fairly simple fight from a guide perspective, so I won't waste your time. There is 5 abilities you need to know for this fight. The first ability is Gastric Bloat. This debuff will make the active tank do more damage, stacking up to 10 times and lasting 100 seconds. However, if the tank reaches 10 stacks, he instantly dies and kills anyone around him. So off tank needs to taunt off at 9 stacks and then main tank taunts again when the off tank is at 9 stacks, etc. etc. The second ability is Inhale Blight. Whenever he inhales a blight, which happens approximately every 30 seconds, he will gain more melee damage and attack speed. When this buff reaches 3 stacks, he will start to hurt a lot, and you should have cooldowns rolling on your tank at this point. After reaching 3 stacks, he will do 90% more damage and have 90% more attack speed for about 30 seconds before he casts Pungent Blight to release all the gas he has inhaled to deal massive damage to the entire raid. So how do we deal with this massive raid damage? Spores. 20 seconds into the pull and every 30 seconds after, a gas spore will spawn in the raid. If you stand under these spores when they expire, you gain a stack of Inoculated, which reduces your shell damage taken by 25% for 2 minutes, and it stacks up to 3 times and is removed when Pungent Blight is casted. In our raids, we have 3 camps assigned for this, 1 in melee, 1 in the left range camp, and 1 in the right range camp. We use our 2 Holy Paladins in range as markers on where to stack for the spores. If more than 1 spore spawns in melee, obviously one melee player moves out to the missing range camp with the spore. The last 2 abilities we'll talk about now is basically personal responsibility stuff though. Just like the rough phase fight, Vile Gas will spawn and it will spawn on 3 players. First one will happen about 10 seconds into combat, and after that it will happen every 30 seconds. This means the ranged people again need to spread out in a range to not all get hit by this debuff and spread it to their friends. 2 people too close to each other with this will usually result in both of them dying. This should not overlap though with the spore, so you'll be fine when it comes to that. The last ability is Malleable Goo. Malleable Goo is casted from Puticide Balcony around every 10 seconds. It shows a green puddle on the floor where it will land. Do not get hit by this ability. Dodge it by at least around 12 yards, and if you do get hit by this, you take massive damage and you have your casting and attack speed reduced by 250% for 20 seconds. The way my guild handles this in melee is to play it like we've been playing Algalon, which is everyone in melee stacks on any leg at the start, and then every 10 seconds when Malleable is casted, we swap leg position even if it is not in melee, since it can be hard to see it in melee. And that's about it for Festergut. If a player in your raid missed a spore stack, you can make sure to shield them right before the explosion, give them hand sack with a bubble etc. to make sure they live. It is possible to live with only 2 stacks, we've had that happen many times. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.